Every time I see our bear, I have only one question. What on earth is he doing? Synochok is the most playful bear I've met. He likes nothing more than swinging on a stick and putting on a show for our visitors. He knows people love his toe beans and he's not afraid to show them. They actually call him Kung Fu Panda because of his stretchies. But when I first met Synochok, he wasn't goofy. He was a very sad bear. Synochok grew up in a tiny cage where he never saw the sky or grass. A circus family kept him in their yard to entertain their guests, until locals heard his cry from outside and contacted our rescue. It was a tough fight to save him, but we managed to get all the permissions. We set up a carrier, put him to sleep to avoid stress, and drove him out of that nightmare. He had terrible teeth and a very weak heart, so we put him on a special plan with a healthy diet and lots of fresh air. It was hard to get him moving, but we knew what to do. We put some logs and toys in his enclosure to see if he would start playing. At first he was confused, but then he looked at other bears around him and got the hint. He started balancing on the red ball and using it as a stool. It was so funny. But the log was his favorite. Slowly but surely, Synochok came out of his shell. And now he's the most active bear in the shelter. But then, summer fun was over and winter came. Because Synochok lived in a cage, he never got to sleep during winter. But this time, he was getting very drowsy. So we set up a cozy den for him with lots of warm hay and waited. Soon, nature took its course. It always does. And Synochok went into his first winter hibernation. And when it was springtime, he came out again to say hello. Synochok arrived at the shelter when he was 9 years old. For all those years, he was a laughingstock, a toy for humans. But he is not a toy, not a cartoon. He is a real big wild bear. Sadly, he cannot go back to the wild. He got too used to humans. So it's our duty to give him the best life possible. And no matter how hard it is, we'll never give up. His happiness is priceless, and we wouldn't trade it for anything.